The ownership answer that sounds great, but fails the bar raiser. Most candidates describe helping a teammate or picking up a drop task, and that is exactly why they leave the loop without a higher vote. The question is, tell me about a time you took responsibility beyond job scope. This tests ownership, the leadership principle that says Amazonians never say, "That's not my job," and act on behalf of the entire company, not just their team. What the bar raiser is actually listening for is whether your instinct is to own outcomes at scale, or whether you stayed safely inside your lane the moment things got uncomfortable. Here is how most candidates answer this question about taking responsibility beyond scope.
Our team was launching a new feature, and one of the back-end engineers got pulled onto another project right before the deadline. I stepped in and picked up his remaining tasks, writing the integration tests he hadn't finished and helping review his PRs. My own work was already done, so I had the bandwidth. We shipped on time, and my manager gave me a shout-out in the team meeting. It felt like the right thing to do. I didn't want the team to miss the deadline because of a resourcing gap.
Stepped in only after having spare bandwidth, not proactive. Scope is task level, tests and PRs, not outcome ownership. No evidence candidate identified the risk before it became critical. Here is what I am writing in the debrief right now. Item 1. Acted only when bandwidth existed. Ownership requires acting regardless of convenience. Item 2. Scope stayed task level. No evidence of caring about the broader launch outcome. Item 3. Risk was already visible to the team. Candidate did not surface or preempt it. Item 4. No mechanism created. Same gap will recur with no change in process. Verdict: does not demonstrate ownership. Same question, same launch scenario. Listen to how this candidate frames their ownership.
3 weeks before a major launch, I noticed our error rate monitoring covered only our own service, nothing downstream. I flagged it to my manager, but the on-call rotation owner said it was out of scope for my team. I disagreed and built a lightweight, cross-service alerting dashboard anyway, spending evenings over 2 weeks. On launch day, it caught a latency spike in a dependent service within 4 minutes. Our previous mean time to detect was over 40 minutes. I documented the monitoring gap as a post-launch action item and proposed it as a standard for future launches. That mechanism was adopted across 3 other teams.
Identify the risk proactively. No one asked, no spare bandwidth cited. Push through explicit resistance. Ownership despite organizational friction. Quantified impact. Detection time cut from 40-plus minutes to 4 minutes. Created a repeatable mechanism adopted across 3 teams, scaled the outcome. Notice what changed. They owned the outcome before anyone else saw the risk, and they left a mechanism behind. Item 1. Identified a cross-team risk proactively. No prompt, no slack bandwidth required. Item 2. Acted despite explicit out-of-scope pushback. Showed backbone alongside ownership. Item 3. Quantified outcome. Mean time to detect reduced from 40-plus minutes to 4 minutes. Item 4. Built and socialized a mechanism. Impact extended beyond own team to 3 others. Verdict: strong signal. Raises the bar. Before your loop, run your story through these 3 questions. Question 1. Did you act before anyone asked you to, or after the gap was obvious? If you waited for the gap to be visible, you owned a task, not an outcome. Question 2. Did you push through friction, or did you stop when someone said it was out of scope? The bar raiser is specifically probing whether discomfort made you retreat to your lane. Question 3. Did you leave a mechanism behind, or did the problem die with the project? Ownership at Amazon means the fix scales. One-time heroics do not raise the bar. If you answer no to all 3, you do not have an ownership story yet. You have a helpfulness story, and that is a very different thing. How do your real stories score? Get a personalized report scored against the interview rubric Amazon uses for your role. Head to interview101.com and find out before your loop does.